How's it going, guys? So you jailbroke your Apple TV, now how to get Hulu for free. Well, I'm going to show you how. The first thing you need to do is to find your Wi-Fi IP address for your Apple TV. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to go to settings, we're going to go to general, and then under general you should see your network options or your network settings. There you should see the Wi-Fi IP address or just the IP address of your Apple TV. In my case, it is 10.0.1.29. So just remember that. You're going to need that for what we're going to do here on our terminal. This is a Mac. You want to open up terminal, type in SSH space root, the @ sign, and then the IP address of your Apple TV, enter. And then you'll get this RSA key information. Just type yes, enter, and then put in Alpine for the password, ALPINE lowercase. Now you should be logged into your Apple TV. I like to just type ls enter to make sure I get some feedback from the Apple TV as I did there. Now we're going to start pasting in commands. So just paste these commands in from the tutorial on iDownload blog one by one. And I'll just go through each of these. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, but that's all you need to do literally. You don't actually have to type anything in. Just copy and paste each command line by line. And once it's finished running that particular command, then copy in and paste the next command. So there again will be a list of all these commands on iDownload blog for you guys to reference, and that way you can just hop over to the website, copy, and then paste it into your terminal just like this. And all we're really doing here is installing xbmc the manual way. Normally what I tell you guys to do is to use ATV Flash Black, but I got some feedback that says you guys want to know how to do this for free. So you can use this method to install xbmc, which will in turn allow you to access the Hulu plugins and more. So once we're done here, we'll go on to the next step. This does take a little bit of time, but it is definitely worth it, especially if you want to get all of this for free, because you don't have to have ATV Flash Black. You don't need PlayOn. It actually interfaces directly with Hulu, so there's no need to go through a virtual machine instance as I showed in the other video. So we're going to go ahead and just like yes there, and this is actually installing the beta version of xbmc. This is the Eden version, the latest release of xbmc. Now it's time to reboot the Apple TV, so just paste in the reboot command and press return on your keyboard. And that should initiate the reboot of the Apple TV, and you'll see the connection close because the Wi-Fi connection is obviously lost upon reboot. So let's hop over to our Apple TV, and you should see it looks something like this as it reboots. You should see the Apple logo, and eventually you'll see it come up, and we should hopefully see the xbmc option now. There it is. So that's a very good sign. So we know that the xbmc installation was successful. So that is really the most difficult part of this whole thing. Now we need to install a particular plugin to allow us to access Hulu. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. Let's hop back over to our Mac and let's open up a new terminal. And I'm going to show you what you need to do. Now you're going to need to download a particular file, and I'll show you where you can download that on iDownload blog. So if you just type CD download, you should see this particular file in your list of downloads on your computer. So this is what we need to send over to the Apple TV. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. Just paste in this command, and it's just SEP and then the name of the file, and then root at, and then the IP address of the Apple TV, and then the location where you want to save that particular file on your Apple TV. So hit enter, it'll ask you for your password, Alpine, and then you can see it is 100%. It's sent over just that quick. So we need to make sure that you have that downloaded and just follow those instructions, and then you can get that plugin for xbmc. Now it's time to actually load up xbmc for the first time. You can see the Eden beta. All we need to do now is hop over to the system option and then go to settings. And once we're at settings, you want to go down to add-ons. And there we can install our add-on that we need for Hulu. So install from zip file, just enter on the home folder, and you should see the file that we just sent over via SSH. So select that, and then in the bottom right hand corner you'll see add-on repository, add-on enabled. That is blue cop, by the way. So once the plugin is installed from the zip file, just go ahead and reboot your xbmc instance, just using the little reboot button in the bottom left hand corner. And then once you do that, you want to bring up xbmc again, and then go to videos, and then go to add-ons. And then you want to select get more. And now hopefully you should see the Hulu Plus and everything else that was loaded there. You see Amazon, so you know it did work. But if we scroll all the way down, you should see, well, actually look in the bottom right hand corner, you see Blue Cop add-on repository, add-on updated. That's a good sign. So let's go all the way down until we see Hulu. And then you see ESPN, a lot of different things here. Select Hulu. There it is. And then you want to select install. And once you select install, to install it real quick, it's not really anything you need to look for. Then you want to go back to the add-ons in the video and then go back to get more. Don't actually load up Hulu yet because we need to configure it. So you want to select Hulu again and then go to configure now since it's installed. And here you can actually add your Hulu logon if you have Hulu Plus, which I recommend because Hulu really is pretty weak without Hulu Plus. And then you can also set up streaming options, etc., etc. So here's where you can configure all your plugins, and this works for every plugin like Amazon, ESPN, etc. If it needs a username and password, you can do it there. Once you do that, now you can actually load up Hulu right here, and then this will take a while, but the interface, notice it's a lot better than the interface of O that I showed you on the previous video, and I'm just loading up a video right now. This interface is really, really good, actually. I mean, it's well put together. You can tell a lot of work has gone into making this look good for the Apple TV. So of course you'll get ads and everything like you normally do with Hulu. That's just part of the Hulu experience. But that is how you install Hulu on your Apple TV for free. Of course, you will need a Hulu Plus subscription if you want to get a lot out of it, but technically you don't need to spend a dime in order to do this. The jailbreak's free, XBMC is free, and of course the plugin is free as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is Jeff with iDownload Blog.